Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Flynn, for those of you that don't know me, and today I'm going to be doing a song breakdown of my first single called Don't Lose It. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to drop a like, and if you really enjoy it, make sure to drop a subscribe, and let's get right into it. So with this track, I honestly left it pretty simple, just so I would have a lot of space to record and kind of do my own thing. So the original sample was just a really chill guitar, and I kind of left it fairly dry. I didn't do too much to it. This was what the original sounded like, just like super chill and spacey, and I just wanted to add my own kind of feel to that, so I just pitched it down just a little bit. It almost makes it like more sad or like a little bit darker, and I feel like that complemented my voice a lot better. So we also added two other counter melodies here. They're just playing the same notes, but I have them layered together because on their own they sound very empty. So I just put them together and panned them to give them a good feel. And then the last thing I did on this little intro here is I added a really reverby and pitched down variation of my voice. And I just did that to kind of add some more flavor to it, make it less bland. That's about it for the intro, so let's get into the chorus now. So with the chorus, it was also fairly simple because I just wanted my vocals to kind of carry this track, you know? So let's get into we can start off just with the kick. Pretty simple progression. I just turned it up all the way to give it some really nice kick and just like break through the mix fairly easily. And then I layered that with a 808 here, also pretty simple, just follows the bass notes of the melody. And then I added a snare. Nothing much to talk about here. It's just it just hits on some down notes to give it some bounce. And then I also added a hi-hat. Made it really reverby and hits pretty hard just to cut through the mix. You can see that I kind of added some nice rolls to complement when the snare hits. And then with the vocals, I did the same thing that I did on the intro, where on these bottom ones here, it's like a reverbed and like spacey, pitched down version of my voice, but I complemented it with just my original vocals just to give it some nice flavor.
Friends will keep me up, but God forbid I lose.
It cut out there. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it sounds like this.
Friends will keep me up, but God forbid I lose them.
See how the lower one really is just like a back tone to it, and it just kind of adds really nice flavor to make it more creative than if it was just the vocals. And then all together, the chorus sounds like this.
My friends will keep me up, but God forbid I lose them. The drugs will keep me young, but lately I don't use them. Talk to you, don't know me, sorry for the confusion.
On the verse, I really wanted my vocals to be like the main points of the verse. So I left it very simple. I just had the snare, the kick, the hi-hat, and the guitar in, and no other like extra effects. And then that just really added some nice bounce to my vocals.
Hopefully I don't lose it. I'm hanging up really loose. See, my grip is started slip, so I started to do it seem like
I feel like those 4 aspects alone just were all I needed to really keep this part interesting. And then I didn't even add anything on the second part of the verse. I just kept it really dry because it just worked like that. Didn't need too many elements here. So the last aspect of this track was just the mixing. Most notably, I had all the melodies tied to this side chain here. So if we look at that,
it was easier back then. It was
so
a time.
all the melodies,
Seems like every
if I take my voice out, you can really see it. So what side chaining is like pretty much where the kick hits, it just makes this melody quieter and kind of takes it down just a little bit, so that the frequencies on the melodies are leaving room for the kick. And I did that with every aspect of the melody just to make sure there wasn't anything getting in the way of the kick. So that's about it for the side chain. Now on the master, actually let's do vocals first because I feel like there's more to talk about there. It's kind of a mess just because this is my first time I've ever mixed vocals, but I just threw some auto-tune on it. I added an EQ here that just kind of took out the unnecessary frequencies of my voice and just kind of left what I needed. We can see what that sounds like with and without. So if we
low on films, yeah. To tell you the truth, I've been running out
see how
of
it's
youth, yeah.
really loud
To tell you the
and
truth, I've been running
not
low
clean,
on
and then we
films,
add that,
To tell
and
you
it
the truth, it's been hard to keep
gets
my
way
head
cleaner.
up.
And then I threw on one more EQ here just to kind of reinstate what I had already done and to cut out all those lows and to boost the highs just a little more. And then I threw the vocoder on there, or vocodex, my bad. And that just kind of keeps everything at face value. And then the last thing I did to this, or 2 more things, I added a reverb, made it really like wide, took out most of the wet so that it wasn't lingering. And then I just boosted the gain in the ceiling because my original recording was kind of quiet.
But I do it just cause I need that bread, yeah. To be honest,
It keeps everything more level. And then on the master, the last part of this track, pretty basic. I added a EQ here to boost the highs, the mids, and the lows. And then I added a limiter to boost the gain in the ceiling. Another EQ to take out... I actually took out a lot of the lows here because I feel like the track didn't need it. Because most of the lows sounded really muddy, so I just threw that on there. You can see that without that on...
to keep my head up, but I do it just because I need that bread.
Without that on,
My friends will keep me up, but God forbid I lose them.
everything's just
Drugs
clashing.
will keep me
Then
young,
it goes
but
on and
lately I don't use them.
it's way cleaner. And then the last step was just a limiter to boost the gain in the ceiling. No, just kidding. That's the wrong one. Just a soft clipper to keep everything from going above -3. And yeah, that's everything that I did. Just a couple other like reverbs and EQs on everything. But other than that, that's about it on this bad boy. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you really enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like. And if you want to become a part of the family, make sure to drop a subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.
To tell you the truth, I've been running low on youth, yeah. To tell you the truth, I've been running low on films, yeah. To tell you the truth, I've been running out of youth, yeah. To tell you the truth, I've been running low on films, yeah. To tell you the truth, it's been hard to keep my head up.